Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. You know what? Jemele Hill, whatever her name is, she could do us a big favor, and I think everybody a favor in sports and in life and society, and just go on and admit to being what everybody is starting to believe and think she is, which is a lesbian. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly just in case people try to sick their legal team after me and all that kind of stuff. But I look at Jemele Hill mannerisms, her demeanor, and I've watched Jemele Hill over the years, and I've came to the conclusion that she is a man hater, and in particularly a hater of black men. Now, don't come on here talking this stuff about, because at the end of the day, from black people, I'm just tired of hearing excuses, just like y'all had y'all legion of excuses on why the King Richard movie flopped, which I'm gonna come with another video exposing y'all. At the end of the day, black people, and I love y'all, but at the end of the day, I have to have some tough love on y'all, because at the end of the day, y'all don't practice what y'all preach, and that's a lot. And you can get mad at me, and actually, do I give a fuck? Jemele Hill for years have been taking shots and attacking black men. What was very candid and polarizing about her was that remark she made on First Take, co-hosting. And she made a remark, and I looked at her sideways. And when I hear women talk like that, that's an instant turn off to me, because that shows me that a woman, when they make remarks like that, that's a privileged attitude, that's a disrespectful attitude, and that's a woman that thinks that she don't have to give anybody credit. She thinks the world revolves around her, and that's just a selfish demeanor to have. But Jemele Hill sat up there. This was years ago. This was damn near 20 years ago. Oh, and by the way, I want y'all to look at pictures of Jemele Hill 15 years ago, when her skin was a lot darker and her face was a little bit fatter. Jemele Hill looks to me like she's bleaching her skin. But she's such a proud black woman. Now I know people gonna say, well, she's married. Well, they call those type of marriages bearded marriages, because she doesn't have the mentality or the attitude or the personality of somebody that's into men. She has no children. She's over 40. So, at the end of the day, I know people gonna say, well, maybe she wanted to wait till she had, a husband to have children. Jemele Hill is in her mid-40s. Okay? And let's just keep it a buck. Since when do black people have children after they get married? Let's just keep it a buck. Even though that's been a serious problem in our community, but let's just keep it a buck. Most of us don't have children after we're married. I was an unmarried man before I became a father, so you know what I'm saying? I was married before, and I was in a disastrous marriage. Probably won't ever get married again. But let me get back to Jemele Hill. Now, she had another black man hater alongside of her, Amanda Seales, and they were doing what they do best, taking shots at black men, attacking black men, and talking about how bad black women got it, and talking about how underprivileged black women are, which I don't believe, which I have to call bullshit, because if you look black women are in great positions. They're becoming CEOs of companies. They're working in sports. They're working in male-dominated areas. So can we please stop this stuff? Jemele Hill has worked in sports for years and has made millions of dollars. But she got a history, like I said, of attacking black men. She tried to attack black men in behind Kamala Harris, talking about let black women have their moment, in which, by the way, Kamala Harris is back to claiming to be Asian. Which I told y'all it was cap. Which, by the way, she finessed y'all, in which she played a lot of y'all silly ass black bitches. Yeah, I said it. Not all black women, but the ones that were attacking black men and trying to bully black men into supporting Kamala Harris and accusing us of being misogynist if we didn't support Kamala Harris, which I had no problem with Kamala Harris being a woman or a black woman if she was actually a black woman and if she was actually qualified for the job. Kamala Harris has proven she's not qualified to be vice president, let alone the president. And we all know that her and Joe Biden are at odds. And it's blatantly obvious. But that's just one of the many times she's attacked black men. And even when she got in trouble with ESPN, because let's just face the fact, ESPN fired her. When people say they mutually agree to part ways, that's a form of a firing. They're basically saying, hey, we don't want you here anymore. We're not going to extend your contract. We want you to leave. That's a form of firing. Okay? So let's just stop it right there. There's a difference between quitting the job and then mutually agreeing. When they say somebody mutually agreed with a company to part ways, that means the company wanted you gone. ESPN wanted her gone. And when she made her comments about Trump, guess who was supporting Jemele Hill, trying to back her up? The very people that she loves to bash and rip to shreds, black men. And this is why I was like saying the stuff and criticizing Carissa Shields. And I got love for Carissa Shields, and this is why I was telling Carissa Shields, out of love for her, don't get caught up in that black man bashing. Do not alienate and turn your main supporters against you. Carissa Shields' main supporters are black men. Ain't no black women checking for Carissa Shields, let alone women. Okay? This needs to be said about people like Jemele Hill. She is dangerous. She hates black men. And to a certain degree, due to the fact that she may be hiding who she really is, that's also dangerous. Now people go say she worked with Michael Smith for years. Okay. That's one. Nobody said she didn't like Michael Smith, but as a whole, she has a history of demeaning and putting down black men. I'm asking myself what black women are supporting her. She should get caught up in feminism, and I've been trying to warn black women, don't get caught up in that. Because at the end of the day, the same way that black men get treated, behind the scenes by, Zaddy, the same feelings and sentiments that, mommy has towards you. So I'm just warning y'all. But yeah, Jemele Hill, she is a black man hater. To sit up there and attack Dave Chappelle, and then Amanda Seales with her lying ass talking about, well, I have you on here because you tell the truth. You talking about that same Amanda Seales that got caught lying and tried to ruin that man's reputation. And then she tried to lie and say that she didn't say what she said about the dude, Myron Rowe. When I saw the audio of her accusing that man of sexually harassing other women, and she tried to lie. Oh, I saw the audio and I found it. And then you had women coming on here talking, well, she said she didn't say that. Like, take a hike. Bitch, get off my channel lying. For real. I'm not finna be, I told you, I'm not finna be nice no more. Why should I? Because I'm so tired of this disrespect that's shown towards black men. How about showing black men some love back? And I want to say this to you black women that always seem to blame everything that go wrong in your life on black men. If you run across a black man that you seem to think is not, built right, raised right, well, why do you lay down and have children with him and keep a cycle going? The reason why a lot of these so-called no good black men grow up to be no good, because in most cases you don't want the father around. You have this mentality you can do it without a man, and that's been proven. You can't raise no child. You cannot raise a daughter or a son without a man present. But you got society and homosexual black men like Don Lemon trying to tell you that a father is not present. A father's presence is not important, which is complete bullshit. Y'all need to hear the truth. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Stop always playing the damn victim. And listen sometimes. The reason why we're at odds because y'all don't listen. Y'all think y'all know everything. Like Kevin Samuels say, the need to be right. You have to be right. Never no accountability. Anything that go wrong in your life, it's everybody else's fucking fault except yours. It's never, what am I doing wrong? It's his fault. It's other people's fault. One thing about me, I learned to stop always blaming everybody for my actions. Some of the stuff that happened to me, I brought on myself. Sometimes you have to think like, what did you do to put yourself in this situation? And that's just real talk. Like, I'll give you an example. Like I said, in between this whole time being on YouTube, I became friends with people. So I thought, and I'm no longer friends or associates with them. Because at the end of the day, I saw them for who they are. And I'll give you an example. One of the mistakes I made was I'm too lenient at times. And sometimes I just, bypassed and gave people a pass for allowing them to disrespect me when I should have just checked they pussy asses. And I know they pussy asses. Like some black ass gremlin looking nigga that I gave pass after pass for trying to disrespect me. Only good for trying to talk crazy when he around hella people. Because like I said, when I called that pussy ass nigga, he changed his whole tune. But I know he pussy. And I know he a bitch. But I gave him pass after pass. But you get no pass no more. And I know you're listening. I mean, real talk. I bet you ain't gonna disrespect me no more. I bet you ain't gonna say that shit over that chat line that you did to my face without losing your fucking teeth. I can promise you that. But that's my fault. Because like I said, I should have checked that bitch ass nigga when he first started doing it. But I was like, nah, I don't, I don't want to make a scene, and I just, I just need to be cool. I need to take the high road. And see, that's the thing with black people. When you let them get away with it once, then they get this misconception that they punking you. And I can't be punked by no bitch ass gremlin looking nigga, over the internet. But that's the lesson that I'm trying to teach y'all and show y'all. And I have to hold myself accountable, because like I said, I should have cut that nigga off at the path when he did it the first time. But I didn't do it. I kept taking the high road, and I kept letting him build this so-called bully energy that he think he have that he really don't have. So I have to take responsibility for that. And that's what I'm trying to tell a lot of y'all sisters. Sometimes y'all need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing wrong? What did you do wrong? And that's just real talk. I got love for y'all. I really do. One thing most of my female followers can tell you, oh, I'm not a black woman hater. I came out of a black woman. That's real. But yeah, that needed to be said about Jemele Hill. She's a black man hater, and that's unfortunate for her. Her energy is horrible. And I just think she's showing all the signs of an undercover, lesbian. And if she isn't, she need to go get counseling, because she is on major outlets. When other people hear her talking like that towards black men, guess what? Everybody else think they can do it. And then you have guys like me that have to fight on behalf of black men to put these other non-blacks in their place that think they can come along and think they can disrespect black men. You not. But yeah, that's all I have to say about, Jemele Hill, And shout out to Vicky Diller, because that's how I got wind of the story. But yeah, she got a history of doing that. Oh, and by the way, you are supposed to give a man credit for doing what he's supposed to do. If they celebrate Mother's Day, because that's basically a celebration for women doing what they supposed to do, right? But they celebrate Mother's Day. So what do you mean you not finna give nobody credit for something that they supposed to do? Well, they shouldn't celebrate Mother's Day, because that's what you supposed to do. You supposed to have nurtured the child and raised them right, along with the father. But yeah, she been talking reckless like that. So, at the end of the day, I don't know who her husband is, but he really need to think long and hard about waking up to a woman that had that type of vitriol and venom towards black men. This your boy Tail Biz, man. I'm out.